Hey, it's Wyatt with noecho.net. Here with me is with the band Invocation Ritual, a band that is releasing an album on Iron Fortress Records August 14th called Altered Reality. I listened to the album, and what's cool about this is I get to listen to the music, and the album is incredible. I can't wait for everyone to listen to it. There's been two singles already. The first track of the album, and then a deeper track was first. Both incredible, great to. And I have with me Paul, the guitar player of the band. Uh, Tell me, Paul, how did we get here to an upcoming release in August? Like, how did we get here?
Well, I finished up recording an album with my old band, Reburied, and I kind of just wanted to keep writing, and I was really in a writing mode, and we just had some differences, so I left that band shortly after recording their last album, and I just kept writing. And I had worked with Chris Craven before. We had kind of just jammed and had like a short-lived recording project maybe like 10 years ago, and that guy's he's in like 5 or 6 bands right now, and he was just bugging me like, oh, send me those tracks. And so I was like, all right, I guess you got room for another band. And we started exchanging tracks back and forth. And then I also knew Paul from, who was also in Oxygen Destroyer at the time. And so he kind of came onto the project as well. And then my friend Marie, she does booking for a lot of Europe tours with Swamp Heavy. And she mentioned, she was like, my friend Gabriel is looking to be in a Northwest death metal band. And, he had toured with Wormrot. And so I was immediately very interested in meeting him. And so it sort of began as this like online recording project. And then as the songs kind of came together, it was just like, this stuff is too good to not play out. And so, we just wrapped up our first tour, and we recorded this album. We were going to do it last September, but it got pushed back a little bit. And so kind of from, I would say, October to like January last year is when this got recorded.
Okay.
But, really excited about it.
The music, I can't express myself enough. It's really brilliantly written songs, and when you see a metal band on any label, you're like, oh, they're an old school death metal clone, whatever. But no, this is not that. What you have here has, like, I'm hearing so many different influences and genres in the death metal arc and the arm. So it's not just like an old school death metal clone. This is not what this is. Completely not. It has this extreme metal feel to it. Like, it's more like an outer extreme metal band feel to this album. When I listen to it, the songs just are like, take you out of there, dude. It's not just tremolo, pick, and chug chug. This is not what that is. So bravo to you, for sure. Completely awesome record. So tell me, I guess for the writing process, you said this is more of like send tracks to each other, build on ideas. Is that how this album was recorded, or did you get in a jam space and kind of write this?
No, basically I will use Reaper, and I will have a click track going, and I will kind of tempo map out all the different riffs. And that's one thing really cool about that program that I just learned how to do, is you can set different time signatures, different tempos, so you can really kind of map out a song. And then I would put that up, and then Chris would usually do drums next, and then we would do bass, and then Gabriel would do vocals, and and everything last. And so we kind of put the whole album together that way. And it just worked really well. It was a really good process, you know, like everyone got to write their part. And, you know, you have ideas like when I put together the riffs, I have ideas about what the drums are going to sound like, but sometimes Chris would be playing something that, you know, I thought was going to be in halftime. It'd be like super fast and flashy, and it worked out great. Like I like that about the way we're doing this. You know, I'm not trying to have this be like a solo project. Like I control every aspect of the way each song is, you know, like I want everyone to bring their own thing to it. So.
Well, I mean, for it being pieced together as it is, it sounds like a whole album. It sounds like a whole piece. It flows together. I mean, it sounds like you guys took the time to have the songs kind of go together in a flow, in an album sense, and it really takes you. It takes you there. Like listening to a death metal album. I mean, you can listen. Like if you listen to like Obituary, like that's a full album. And this is what this is a full album. It's a full start to finish album, and I can appreciate that, especially in today's realm of metal, where it seems like, I don't know. To me, it seems like everyone's trying to out brutalize each other. I don't know. Like there's not a lot of songwriting, and there is a lot of songwriting on this release.
So, thank you.
When you're composing a song, take the latest single. It was the first track of the album. I mean, that song takes you from one point into a different other point at the end. So when you're writing that, I mean, are you thinking like I'm at my finish? I know where I want this to end, or are it's just coming together like with a creative, like each member add in their own aspects?
Yeah, I mean. So when I put together like the framework of a song, you know, that song was kind of meant to be, I sort of wanted to write that as like what would be a badass like first song on the album. And so I visualize a lot when I'm writing something. I think about like what would you know, you just got this album, you put it on, like what would be something that sounds awesome for it to kick off. And so I kind of went into writing that song with that intention. But one thing I do a lot, or you'll notice on a lot of these songs too, is like there's a lot of we do a lot of odd time signature stuff, and you know, Chris and I have talked about this a lot. But really, like when you start getting into like stuff in 5 or 7 or like these odd counts, like it's really easy to kind of think of melodies or riffs. I feel like instead of just like a 4/4 beat. So a lot of these songs. I started it off with like there's a song on there called Sympathy. That entire song is in 7 count, you know, and there's like what's it, like a mnemonic or whatever to remember. It's Chris told me you can say like listen to the radio or whatever. You repeat that, that's in 7. And so when you have something like that kind of going in your head, I don't know, I feel like it really helped me write a lot of these riffs, because I'd be like, all right, well, I can play this many times, and then now it's got to loop again or whatever. And I think that's part of what makes this album so special, is that we do weird stuff like that. But the overall song structures, I think, are pretty like meat and potatoes, like pretty straightforward. But I think that's what makes it catchy too.
Well, I mean, it's not straightforward where you're like, this is dumb. It's not that. I mean, there's good riffs to every song, and there's a good build to every song, and there's a good start, middle, and end, which, you know, I appreciate in a death metal song. I mean, sometimes death metal songs don't have a start, middle, and end. Sometimes just tremolo picking and chugging. I mean, I mean, sometimes that's what it is, but I mean, these songs have a definitive, like, lyrical sense to them. They have a start, finish, and end. I mean, the riffs build on each other. For it being, as you said, meat and potatoes, I mean, it doesn't sound like that, but I mean, I understand how the sections are the same. You change them, but like
Mhm.
Again, these songs sound dynamic. They sound fun. They're good. I mean, this album is like really like I was really excited to listen to this album. It was a really refreshing listen. So, good job, dude. Like you did it. You got the riffs. You got it.
Oh, well, that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know. How did you get hooked up with Iron Fortress? I know the release is going to be released August 14th.
Mhm.
On Iron Fortress, whether it's going to be vinyl, CD, and it'll be released on all digital platforms.
Yeah, I believe that was Gabriel, or it was either Gabriel or Paul, bass player Paul. There's two Pauls in this band, but I believe that they were very interested in us after that demo came out. And when we put out that demo, we had written most of this album already. I would say maybe there's one song that we hadn't quite wrapped up, but we were ready to do a full length. And then I think it was Paul's decision he was like, we should just do a demo. And we decided to have Billy Anderson mix and master that. And so we put out this really high quality demo with, Ascensions, and then Flesh World. That song won't be on this album, but that song was, it's a banger as well. And we kind of took our two favorite songs at the time and just tried to put together the best demo we could. And I think that really paid off because it seems like from the get-go, Iron Fortress was pretty interested in us, and they're a great label. I mean, there's amazing bands on that, and I'm so lucky that we're on that. I mean, it's an awesome
Yeah,
opportunity.
I mean, Iron Fortress is one of the best out there right now doing it in the metal genre, metal label for a distro,
Mm,
metal label that's consistently putting out bands and death metal. I mean, it's great. It's for
mm,
sure an awesome deal. And I know they're gonna release. There's pre-orders up now at their
mhm.
website, ironfortressrecords.com. Pre-order the album now. I think, honestly, dude, like I love metal. I'm a big metalhead, obviously, and this album is really something special. Those riffs, how
Oh,
they
thank you.
build on each other, and your distortion, dude. Why are you running, dude? Because that is dialed in, and it's not like it's it's not like the usual like Gatecreeper HM2. It's trebly much softer and
Mhm.
perfect. It's like a warm hug. Your distortion, awesome, dude. Love it.
Oh,
Like,
thank you. Yeah, I use it's either Peepers or Peppers pedals, but he's like a New Zealand guy, and he's mostly known for making that the Dirty Tree pedal, which is like a clone of the Thornton 33 boost, like the Meshuggah boost pedal. But
yeah.
he had this overdrive pedal called the Satanist, and I got it. I don't know, like probably like 7 or 8 years ago, and it works really good. And that's what I used in Reburied. And for live stuff, I'm running like a JCM 800 clone. It's a Seriatone. They're basically made in Malaysia and point-to-point wiring, and it's a lot like a JCM. But in the studio, we did he used like a Bogner amp. I don't remember what model. And then I used Billy Anderson's. He had like a PD Triple X. So
Oh,
had,
nice.
there was probably like 5 microphones on the amp too.
Right. Well, a triple X will cut through fucking butter,
Yeah.
dude. Like, yeah,
I think
that's
we used
awesome.
a Mesa cab on that, but yeah, I like the 1960A, and for when we play live, I have this weird it's this brand called EMC, and they're like a solid state company from the 70s, but it's a 4x10 guitar cab, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's 100 watts and it's super punchy, and I feel like half the shows we played on tour, people would be like, "Oh, do you want to use my 412?" Because they saw this little cab and they were like, "Oh, it's not going to be that loud," but you know. And sometimes I took them up on that, but it sounds really good. So,
So have you been touring on the new material? Has that been going well?
yeah, we basically, I mean, these were our first shows this tour. We just went right into touring, and we we got together and practiced like a year ago, like in September, and then we did a practice before Gabriel arrived, so everyone but him, about 2 weeks before tour, and then we did our second full band practice the day of our first show on tour. So, we've really done 14 shows and 2 practices. But, I mean, all these guys are like super pro, and we all worked really hard on locking in on this stuff, which is hard to do. And, I told a lot of people on the road, I'm like, I don't recommend doing it this way. Like, it would be cool to hang out and have band practice. But it's sort of the way we have to do it. So we're planning a tour. I hope I can talk about this, but we're gonna do we're gonna go around like Texas and Florida this winter, and then maybe head across the pond in the summertime.
Oh,
So
yeah. Well, it sounds great. I'm glad you guys are playing out. Has the response for the crowds been good? Has the overall response been okay?
yeah, I think all things considered, like the fact that like we were able to book this whole tour without we didn't even really go through any like booking agency. Paul and Gabriel were just hitting up people, and the amount of shows that happened, we only had 2 shows drop, so we got to play. We were trying to do 16 shows in a row back to back, and we only had 2 shows drop. So all the amazing venues that took a chance on us, I mean, big thanks to everyone, and played with a lot of very sick bands as well. I think the shows went amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better first tour, honestly. Like,
I mean, that's
made
awesome.
a little bit of money as well, but not.
That's,
I mean, pretty good for a first tour, I would say.
That's always a bonus. Not something that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I guess